Welcome back to the Sawdust Factory. We're out behind the woodshed tonight, taking a look at a couple of cherry pieces my dad and I cut from a rotten tree at his property. I'm afraid the tree might be a little bit too far gone in some sections to save, but we'll do what we can to save the rest of it. Now, it has been sitting in the Ohio heat for the last 2 weeks, and that's definitely taken a toll on it. You can see on this crotch piece here, there's quite a bit of checking on the bottom side. I really need to get this guy split and submerged in water pretty soon, otherwise I'm going to lose it all entirely. So here's the pieces I cut this morning with the chainsaw to some bowl blanks. I use a water bath in this barrel, and I put a little bit of Dawn dish soap in here to keep the bowl blanks moist. So here you can see one. Now this one has a line of white rot down through the tree right here, and it looks like there might also be a bark inclusion right where the pith was. It ain't looking so good. I'm gonna try and sharpen the gouge and see if I can do a shear scrape on it. Let's clean the surface up. Back out at the water bucket here tonight. The last bowl I turned out of the cherry was really rotten. The tree must have rotted from the bottom up, kind of a strange way for it to go, but the entire bottom of that tree was rotten and I couldn't use it. So I ended up using the the smaller crotch that was at the top of one of the branches. I ended up cutting that up, and it yielded out a couple good pieces of wood. Here's one here. It's got some crotch figure down here. Got a smaller blank right here with some crotch figure off on this side over here. And then we've got a really nice piece right here, just barely fits in the drum, with crotch figure all the way through it. So this is a piece we're going to work on tonight in the shop, and hope that we can get something really nice out of it. I still have a couple of the other bowl blanks down inside there, but we'll be working on this one tonight. Here's the first piece I turned out of the blank closest to the end of the wood, and you can see it's just got an absolute ton of punky wood in it. This side was kind of okay, but the rest of this was just rotten. You can see there's white rot right here and coming down in here and then right through here. Whenever there's white rot in wood, it's going to delaminate the gray lines and cause you all kinds of problems. So I usually don't fool with it. They can be neat looking, but it takes a lot of time and effort to finish them properly. So this is a piece we'll be working on. Now, a couple features we have to make note of. One is the fact that this side here, I did go ahead and cut off the bark side. So we've got some bark here and some bark on the other side over there. We have to make this the bottom if we're gonna make this a full width bowl and not have a natural edge on it just in one section. So we will make this the bottom of the bowl. And we'll be making this the top. Ah, dang it. Okay, so I switched from my, I think this is a 45-degree bowl gouge, to my bottom feeder, which is cut at a really steep angle. It's a 60 degrees, mainly because in order to get a push cut on this with a bevel riding, because this is such a flat surface, I keep running into the tailstock back here. So I can actually use this to start a bevel cut somewhere right here and run that out. Got this turned down on this outside to about 3/4 of an inch, maybe a bit shy of that, and it's about 4 or 5 inches from the rim to here. And then I've got this maybe 9-inch section that's still raised up in the air. I think I'm gonna hollow this out and leave another rim here in hopes that maybe I'll do kind of like a bowl with like almost a wing. Not really a wing, it's more like a dish with a stand-up dish in it. I kind of like those, I think they're interesting. And then because this wood was already so dry, I don't think it's going to warp that much. I think it'll maintain about this shape, and I'll probably just bag it instead of sealing it. I'll glue up a couple spots that looks like they're going to crack. I'll bag it and then check it tomorrow and see if it's cracking. So gonna go ahead and haul this out right now. Here are the two other pieces that I roughed out tonight out of the other side of the crotch. I had to divide the other side in half because there was a pretty big crack down the one half. So we've got this kind of standard looking bowl here. It's got a lot of really nice figure through this section. I don't know if you can see the ribboning in there. What is wet is actually CA glue. I've glued a couple spots where I thought some cracks might develop. A little bit ugly right now, but that'll finish out really nice, especially given the figure. And then this shape here, I turn these from time to time. I really like this shape. Tapers in drastically at the bottom, and then the top also tapers in. It's kind of a fun little turn to do, a little bit challenging to hollow out inside the wall here. I also get a chance to use that bottom feeder that I have, the 60-degree bevel on it, so I can do some bevel cutting on the inside of the bowl here. This is the piece you guys saw. There's some white paper glued to the CA spots right now. That's just because I had it wrapped up in paper while I was working on these two. I'll actually seal these two in anchor seal, and then this one here I'll wrap and bag in a lawn and leaf bag because it'll dry out a little bit quicker for me, and I'll be able to get back on this project within maybe a month or 2 months. We'll be able to get it completed. So we'll thin it out and make it look a little bit better than it is right now. It doesn't really flow too well in this area, but once we get the wood dry, we'll be able to really develop the shape and make it look nice. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video tonight. Check out my channel for other wood turning videos. Hit the like button and be sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching.